I was in my early 20s, I think I was 23, 24. I was an officer in the Navy, didn't really have any side problems at all. I learned to fly, I could drive, everything else that anyone else could. And then over a period of weeks, suddenly my sight just dropped off. Specifically the vision in the centre just seemed to degrade away. Very kind of scary when it happens. You obviously don't know when that's going to end.
We are going to the Antarctic to, as a team, try to cross from the coast to the South Pole. And in the process, Alan Locke, our teammate, will be setting a record as the first visually impaired person to complete this.
We've got about 8 months. Doing the training here now, that's going to be a huge milestone. We obviously need to plug some funding gaps and really step up our pilot-specific training. But I think this whole week's going to be a huge help, both physically and mentally.
We're here right now in Iqaluit, Canada, on Baffin Island, about 200 miles south of the Arctic Circle. The #1 word I would use to describe our training so far is cold. It was 50 below yesterday.
None of us really knew anything about Antarctic, so we never even considered not coming and doing this kind of training.
The conditions right now are probably comparable to what we'll be facing in Antarctica, and it's the ritual of sort of getting out of your sleeping bag, getting into your sleeping bag, getting the tent up, knowing that if you stand still for too long that your extremities will start to go blue and worry you. You know, you need to get ready for that, and to do it here is just fantastic.
I want to teach people everything from the basics all the way through, and then I come out once we get all the basics down, we come out on the ice and we train really hard. I want them to experience more cold and heavier pokes than they would in Antarctica, so when they get there they'll go, oh, this is easy.
Yeah, my biggest fear would be probably that the cold kills. We need to constantly monitor the situation.
Fear of failure, or more specifically, I guess, kind of the fear that I'd end up doing something which would cause the team to fail.
For Alan to be able to test the boundaries of his limitations, that's a wonderful thing to be a part of, but it's also, we're all doing the same because we've never been to the South Pole before. It's a big undertaking for anyone.
So yeah, we're having kind of crash course in a lot of the stuff that we need down there. I guess in the time we've got left with Maddie, just to learn as much as we can, and then later on in the day she's going to leave us and we'll crack on for another 4 days.
Hopefully they've learned what they need to learn to survive.
The sheer amount we've learned from being here with Matty and being able to speak to some other people who've been there, done it a number of times is absolutely invaluable. You know, for sure we want to go down there and complete this, but we want to do it safely, professionally, and support Guide Dogs and Science Savers International.
We're trying to raise awareness for people with visual impairment and let them know that, you know, their life isn't over. You know, it's just, things are just beginning. One question we get asked all the time is, what do you actually eat while you're out there? So I'm just going to walk you through one day of food for me on the expedition.
Of finally setting foot on this continent where not that many people get the chance to go.
Kind of like expected. It's very beautiful and very cold.
You know what, baby?